Back here, the Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, has spoken to Donald Trump in a call this afternoon. It was a wide-ranging conversation. They discussed the war in Ukraine, also the situation on the ground in Gaza. Let's bring in our political correspondent, Amanda Akas. This call, Amanda, likely to be the last of the year between the two men.
It seems likely, and they certainly concluded, we're told, by wishing each other a Merry Christmas. Now, we don't have a huge amount of detail about the kind of nitty-gritty of their discussions, as indeed is fairly common when we get these readouts from Number 10. But let me read you what we do know about the call that took place between the two leaders this afternoon. So we're told they began by reflecting on the war in Ukraine. Then the Prime Minister updated on work by the Coalition of the Willing to support any peace deal and ensure a just and lasting end to the hostilities. Turning to the Middle East, the leaders discussed the situation on the ground in Gaza. The Prime Minister also updated on the appointment of the new British ambassador to the United States, Dr. Christian Turner. The appointment would further deepen the relationship between the two countries, the Prime Minister added. Now, this is significant, of course. We only had the announcement about Dr. Christian Turner's appointment on Thursday. Of course, he's replacing Lord Mandelson, who was sacked because of his closer than previously realised relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, of course, and a lot of speculation about who would be taking on that very pressured role, responsible for maintaining the special relationship between the UK and the US at such a high-pressured time. Now, it's interesting, of course, this focus on the war in Ukraine. We know that this weekend talks have been continuing between the Russian delegation and the Americans in Miami. We understand that the Russians say those talks have gone on constructively, and indeed President Zelensky has posted on Telegram today saying that diplomatic efforts to try and find a peace arrangement have been moving forward quite quickly, and their team in Florida, from the Ukrainians' perspective, have been working with the Russian side. We also know that Jonathan Powell, the UK's National Security Advisor, has been involved in some talks on the European side with the Americans as well. So clearly a lot of diplomatic activity going on behind the scenes ahead of the Christmas break.